Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the latest shooter in one of gaming's best-selling series, the grand finale, the game we've all been waiting for. It has broken all the records, and it's a bit boring, it's a bit crap. I have played nearly every game in the Call of Duty franchise, and I think this will be my last. Modern Warfare 3 is more of the same. Those who want that same experience, or who have never experienced a Call of Duty game before, they might be interested, but I'm not. The levels of the single-player campaign run a little like this. First, a vain attempt to explain the incoherent storyline. This is followed by a cinematic entrance by plane, helicopter, or bicycle or whatever. Then, a shooting gallery. A beautiful vista, another shooting gallery, a vista followed by a claustrophobic run through some buildings, which opens onto a vista, leading to a jeep sequence followed by a third shooting gallery that culminates in an obligatory slow-motion shootout. Wash, rinse, repeat. There are variations on this formula and levels that break the mold, but those that have played past games will find little has changed. You're constantly switching between protagonists, which adds to the overall confusion, but also lets the story unfold from multiple perspectives. That was fine. You do spend a lot of time following the adventures of one particular character's posse, soap or detergent or whatever he's called. I kept hoping he'd link up with Windex at some point and clean up these muddy, outdated visuals. Sorry, that joke wasn't very impressive, and neither are these graphics. I am exaggerating, of course, and doing quite a bit of it. Modern Warfare 3 does run on the same engine as past games, but the graphics are not as bad as I make out. The gunplay is solid, and the story, if you paid any notice, probably has more coherence than I give it credit for. Probably, I admit it. Well, let me try to justify myself. I could review Call of Duty as if it were a life insurance policy or a dishwashing liquid, drawing up a checklist of the product's features. Single-player campaign, tick. Online multiplayer, tick. Split-screen multiplayer, fancy, tick. Cooperative modes, tick. Arcade challenges, this is relevant to my interests, tick. Rating each feature without any regard for its originality before delivering an apparently objective assessment of the game's value based on some silly equation or something. If I took this approach, Modern Warfare 3 would fare pretty well. But there's a problem here. Many problems. Games are for entertainment. Cleaning products are not. Ajax doesn't need to reinvent washing up time to keep us coming back for more. Games, on the other hand, depend on innovation to keep players interested and entertained. So, while Modern Warfare 3's many features may sound impressive on paper, in practice they are less so because we've seen most of them before. There are more guns, more perks, more maps, more modes, and a new campaign. There's more stuff, new stuff, but stuff that's so similar to what we've already played. Call of Duty Elite, a kind of social network for gamers wanting to connect with others, share their experiences, sift through stats, and work on in-game strategies, seems like the game's sole innovation. And while some features are free, access to the full suite costs players another $50 a year. I don't see how any other than the most competitive gamers could get their money's worth. The multiplayer will, of course, be the main draw for gamers. The mechanics are solid, the gunplay is smooth, the modes many, and the maps vary. Modern Warfare keeps you busy with its hugely popular leveling system, which rewards players' performances with a constant stream of new guns, modes, modifications, ranks, emblems, and equipment. It all works very well, just as it has in the past. It sounds a strange thing to say, but I think that's part of the problem. Infinity Ward have found a formula that works, that people are willing to pay for, and they don't want to mess it up. Their creativity is constrained by their success. They don't want to rock the boat, so they just tinker at the edges. Anyway, the verdict. 3.5 out of 5. Modern Warfare 3 is a good game, but it's a game that most of us have played before. The single-player campaign feels like an action-packed blockbuster that we've watched a few too many times. The multiplayer, fitted out with the Elite suite, is as good as it's ever been. So if more of the same sounds good to you, or you've never played a Call of Duty game before, this one is worth a look. But if you're after something new, you won't find much here.